underground, I'm a warrior, bring your hatchet down. Got only one chance, get down. Wicked music or savage now. I guess I fucked up, I'm Dexter now. I'm high off loud, I'ma turn back out. Dexter Morgan, more than just the North. Yeah, trust me, you don't wanna test some orders. I'm more than blood, that's effing off. Yeah, customized through special orders. I'm Dexter.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Underground. This is TJ. I'm here with Flagrant Musick.
What up, though?
All right. So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Who is Flagrant Musick?
Who is Flagrant Musick? It's weird, man. The story I got for Flagrant Musick, it's like I'm starting to feel like, bro, like this has been my destiny. Seriously. Yeah, I mean, I know that's like kind of heavy sounding, but like I'm a realist, so I don't believe in dreamy shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I'm starting to believe in it, though. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I got Flagrant, the name Flagrant, was actually in the joint.
Yeah.
I basically, used to block everybody's shit. So, on this one shot, I blocked this motherfucking shit, and it was questionable. And they was like, that's Flagrant. And I was like, no, he was still holding the ball, but I swatted the ball so hard, he fell hard.
Right.
So I got the name That's how I got the name Flagrant, bro.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, I've always wanted to be a rapper. But, I think what happened was really, I came home from the joint. All my homies, that I grew up with was in the music industry. Right. Before I got locked up, it was all about Esham. It was all about, any type of underground Nodis. Dice, like that. Back in the day, old school motherfucking wicked shit that blew my head wide open. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that wicked shit, in case you didn't know, came from Detroit.
Yep. Again,
came from
Detroit.
Yeah.
And I like to elaborate on that. Not only did it come from Detroit, it came from 7 Mile area. Like basically the top fucking wicked, like top acid rap style type rappers in the underground all come from this little cubic ass cut corner, bro. Cause just think about it. You had the likes of like Eminem, you had motherfucking Esham, you had motherfucking Twisted, you had motherfucking ROC, you had motherfucking ABK, like everybody in this little area over there. And now I want y'all to keep in mind, like, before they was who they were, they was just homies in the hood. You know what I'm saying? We dreamt the shit. Like, all of you people that's, trying to be rappers and shit, bro, like, that's why I say don't never give up on your shit, because we was you. I literally remember thinking, you dream and you hope, but you never really believe it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so never give up on your dream, because that shit can happen. But, 7 Mile and Gratiot area, bro, it's something fucking magical about that area, bro. And I'm about to exploit that. Yeah. I feel like it's my job because, for one, think about Flagrant. I'm never gonna be fake, bro. I'm just not a fake guy, bro. It's not in me. So if you fuck with me ever, all the rappers, all of the high, if y'all ever fucked with me, I'm gonna talk to you like I talked to your ass before. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not gonna act all funny style and, I don't get the big head and shit, and this shit. I feel like I'm a homie just like the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, who listen to the same shit I'm listening to as a homie. Like, I don't really I don't think I'm better than nobody. You know what I'm saying?
So you got your mixtape coming out, man.
I do.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Very, very excited about my mixtape. It's a series mixtape. It's just 2 7-song CDs, and I'm gonna throw a couple bonus joints on there, a couple of treats in there with it. But it's basically describing me going through this terrible. I actually got to this point in my life finally, and it all came together, and this mixtape is going to describe it, because I don't know if you noticed, if anybody follow me, I show a lot of my family. I talk about loving my brothers and sisters. I talk about loving my homies. I always got my babies, because that's who I really am. Unfortunately, they're, with me being so loyal and, like, what I'm saying, like, so big on that type of shit, I've gotten let down by a lot of friends and shit, what I'm saying, in the past, and like, people that I care about would have did anything for, would have took a bullet for. I would see them later, not even like almost not even acknowledge me as a friend, and it was letting me down. Man, because at one time,
I think we all been through that.
It happened like, but it was like, no, you don't understand. It was like all of my best friends all at once shitted on me.
Yeah, man.
And I really, and it changed me, bro. Like, and so the way I started it off, this is an interesting story. I basically was rolling because I was like on that road, bro. Like I was on that motherfucking lonely road. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get out of that funk. So I was on that Molly, and I just was feeling good that day, bro. That night I wrote 30 songs. I freestyled 30 songs. And the 30 songs, parts of them is going to be the Dark album. That's the first album. That's the first one, the Dark. That's coming out at the end of April. I'm very excited about that.
You got a date locked down yet?
Huh?
You got a date locked down?
Man, I'm so fucking, I hate, that's who I am, bro. I don't like to commit to shit. Like, I just would rather say, if it's in April, the end of April, I got to the end of April to do it. So, but when it get here, I'm going to push it hard. I'm working on that part. I know I got to be a little more professional, but I'm real. Like, I ain't got to be fake. Like, you know, I want to make sure I give you a good
You gotta let everybody know when it's out.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely let everybody know when it's out. I got the Dark album, and then I got the part 2 to that album. Actually, the first Dark album is me changing as a result of all of the shit that happened to me without really trying to. Like, I'm finding myself being an asshole, like, not giving a fuck about shit no more. Like, literally, like, not caring about some shit I normally would have cared about. I'm literally starting to turn into this, like, psychotic, crazy guy. Like, I'm noticing I'm talking to myself a lot. Every now and then I catch myself talking out loud about something crazy. Yeah. And it just don't fit Larry. So it's like, it's going to be real fun. Then I got the second series of the album called Red Halo. That should be followed. I'm going to drop that at the Gathering. That's going to be the other part.
At the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yes, at the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Those that aren't familiar with the whole
Gathering of the Juggalos.
Culture, Gathering of the Juggalos, one of the biggest underground events in the whole country.
And this year is going to be like probably the biggest one ever. Last year was fucking bananas. I think last year I can safely say, man, was probably at the Gathering I had one of the best days in my life. In my life, bro. And like I said, I'm a realist. Right. I don't get into that dreamy shit. Dreamy shit was happening. Bro. Like it convinced me that it's magical for real.
Yeah, I've been to the Gathering so many times.
Right.
Every time I go, I see something I never expected to see in my life. You know what I mean? It's something crazy. It's fun. It's all in love. You know what I mean?
It's all love, man.
It's people are scared of the whole Juggalo culture, but they see it from the outside. They see everything everybody else is talking about.
That's another thing. You brought up Juggalo. I want to elaborate on that, man, because that's a good point. Like, people are scared of the Juggalo culture, and we as a people, I want to let y'all know, too, I'm a self-professed Juggalo. I'm not the typical Juggalo you used to seeing, but, you know, I actually came to the realization that after touring and hanging out and doing gatherings, it don't matter how you look, how you smell, there is a passion that you just automatically get. It's like, it's a unity. You just, you know, you feel so safe when you walk in them, you know, and all of my homies, they look crazy. They like demons. They got these, but it comes to find out, though, they are actually the angels. Like, and we so misrepresented. You know, people represent us in such a negative light, and I want to do something about that, man. I know we don't care as you know, as Juggalos, what people think, but it's not even about that. Like, it's more about
how you're treated. Just
not even that. It's like we talked about so bad, but we don't want to do everything. Like the thing with we do a lot of free charity stuff. You know, we take care of each other, and I just want to talk about how proud I am. You know what I'm saying? In the face of all of the you know,
the hatred.
Basically, like, even in the hood, like, I'm in my hood screaming Juggalo shit. My hood ain't used to this, but they ain't really shutting it down either. They just ain't up on it. You know what I'm saying? And they like, wait a minute, Larry hood is hell. Like, what is he? Okay, you know, I got some type of credibility. Like, there is enough for them to become interested. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it's like, it's an eye opener for the person that just unfamiliar with it. And all of these people that's always blazing this, they just followers, man. Like, just because they see the last 20 people talking about juggalos in a YouTube comment, they gotta add to it. Like, so it's like, I don't even really care about them because they are so fake. They followers. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for them.
Hell yeah. All right, so
yeah.
Let's move on, man. So what's some of your biggest influences in music?
My biggest influences? Okay, like actually a lot of my biggest influence ain't necessarily rappers. You know what I'm saying? No. Because I write some of my best shit listening to Pink Floyd.
Oh, hell yeah, Pink Floyd.
Because he opened your mind up, man. Like he opens your mind up to a whole nother world, bro. If you experience shit like, you know, Frank Sinatra, Pink Floyd, Motown, that old school when you hear that, Al Green, it just do something to you. It do something to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But obviously the underground people was, of course, I've always been a big fan of Hatchet Warrior, ABK. You know what I'm saying? He was always in the hood. He was the guy everybody wanted to, Killer was doing his thing way back in the day. He worked so hard to get to where he at. But I remember when he first started, bro, obviously, Esham, he actually made me want to do this shit, because he just, I don't know, man, it's like he got a third eye, bro, and he know how to tell the story in such a vivid movie type of way.
That's what got me into him, man. Like, you hear his stories in the music, you know what I mean? You don't hear that a lot anymore.
And then he ain't following
just going on random topics, not really telling you nothing.
Like I think a lot of people understand about Esham, like he's so much more than just the guy that talked about the devil. When he first came out, it was that's all you heard about was how he a devil worshiper and he's getting his coat. And really all Esham did was not give a fuck what society said was okay.
Right.
Like he laughed at you and pissed on you. Like, who cares? I'm not making this for you. You just mad because I'm kicking the real.
Yeah.
And he always stayed that way. And when another thing that I liked about him is he just got so much pride. You know what I'm saying? For where he from and shit.
Yeah. That's all you hear him talk about, man. Detroit.
To this day, you still see pictures.
Still focused in Detroit. You know what I mean? He went nationwide. People know who he is all over the place. But
You know why? I could give you an answer to why he do that. As somebody that was born and raised on the east side, that's why you always hear that shit so much.
Right.
It's like if you raised there, it's kind of in your DNA. The same thing with like the way I dress. It ain't really. I don't dress like this because I want to feel like I got more money than you, or I think I'm fresh, or I think I'm the shit. It's really a culture. It's really part of how you raised. It ain't got shit to do with how much money you was making. Yeah. It ain't got to do with, you could have had paid parents, you could have had crackhead parents. But everybody had that universal understanding that you had to have the force ones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's make yourself look good out on the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like it represented you as a D-boy. Like it's even the soft cats know that. Like even the nerds. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in the DNA. It's like made in Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. So staying on the Detroit topic, that's what the show's about.
Okay. Yep. Pretty much.
What's your favorite part about performing in Detroit? Like the whole music scene? Like
honestly, man, I wish my city was more supportive because Detroit is kind of tough, man. Like they very tough. Like they so spoiled. Like we're so spoiled. We got so much music here. It's really hard, man, to do. Unless you blew the fuck up, trying to start off in Detroit is tough. But what I do love about Detroit is it's like once you do get the eye of the people, they got your back real hard. You know what I'm saying? Like they support the shit out of it. You know what I mean? It's like everybody get in line. You know what I mean? Like everybody just you see motherfuckers like Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Repping the shit out. It's like, he made a movie called 8 Mile. Yeah. That's another reason why I'm explaining the DNA part.
Yeah. And what I liked about that movie so much, man, he actually involved local rappers that nobody knew who they were.
Yep,
like
I
King
read
Gordy,
that story. Yep.
Like everybody,
Yep.
A lot of people ain't up on King Gordy because, he's another one that did all that crazy.
If you was
Shit,
well, if you're from my world with underground, King Gordy is like super important to where this music is at today. Like he one of the, I can go far as to say he like one of the pioneers. Like he was doing it when it was tough. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And King Gordy kind of stuck to the underground. Like he had an opportunity to cross over and be a superstar, but he kept it motherfucking underground.
He was on Obi's label.
He was on Obi's label.
That's when I first heard of him, when he came out with the Entity. You know what I mean?
I remember.
That was my first.
It was like 98 when I heard 98 or 99. I remember seeing a commercial on MTV because I was in the hospital in the joint, and I had hyperthyroidism and shit. And I was happy because I had my own fucking, TV in the hospital, and I was just out in the joint. So I had MTV and shit, and then I had one of them porn channels. You couldn't really see it and shit. And it had the flash of it, but you could see the head and shit. I was in there killing myself.
Hell yeah.
Like, that's the only porn I've seen in years. I loved it there. But I seen that King Gordy. I seen that video, the actual commercial for MTV, and I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Because I had just read about it in Murder Dog.
Yeah.
So, yep.
All right, man. So what other projects you got coming up?
Okay, so like I told you about the Dark and Red Halo, who's going to be both out within the next 4 months. I actually got my official LP out of Native World Inc., which I'm on label. Native World Inc., if you don't know that, that's a label of Anybody Killer, from Psychopathic Records, my homie. But I'm going to put my first official LP out. And I think I want to call it Glocks and Machetes.
Glocks and Machetes.
Yeah.
You ain't got a name finalized yet.
I ain't got it. It's like 80% Glocks and Machetes though. Because I've had that title. That's why I said this is destiny. Because I've had that title for like 10 years. Because it seems like all of the songs that's important to me, always like the name might stick. I might change the verse or something, but like it's certain points that you're gonna hear of my music that I probably had from like 14 years ago or something. Right, I was just that passionate about it. Like I'm gonna use this. I'm one of them people that can take something and remember it and just store it in my bank. And it's weird because it always presents itself at the perfect time. Like I probably don't think about that name for 5 years. And then something to happen, I might write a song and it'll come up like, oh my God, it fits so fucking perfect. Yeah. That's what I'm starting to think it's a destiny,
sit there and try to write something new and then it just don't work out for the new track you're working on.
Right. And then it's like, wait a minute.
Like I wrote something years ago and it fits perfect.
I've had times where I freestyled some shit without really even giving much thought to it. Listen to it like 6 months later and realize how much it applies to my life. And I wasn't even trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that like give me the raise my, because I'll be sitting there listening, looking, seeing how I can improve on some shit or something that hasn't been released. And I just realized and that's what brings it to life to me. Because it's like when I first freestyled, it was just a freestyle. Now I'm listening to it because it's kind of catchy. Now I'm trying to be like, well, maybe I could use this for an album. And then it just all flows together like, bam, this is it. This is the whole reason because, it all flows together, man.
Hell yeah.
Kind of like my gear.
Yeah. That's a nice hookup you got there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You got me selling
I'm
some.
going to let y'all know, too, you can pick up your Flagrant Musick fitteds, you know what I'm saying, and hoodies and shit, just so y'all know. I do keep it crispy. I'm a crispy juggalo. You know what I'm saying? Proud crispy juggalo. You're going to be hearing a lot about that shit, but, I'm a pretty fair price. I got it. Like I said, I'm a father first. I put a lot of my time in this music. I put a lot of my hours and money into it. And basically, I'm just trying to, sell a couple of items, keep the culture moving and shit, and be able to feed my kids. But,
Hell yeah,
my heart is in this shit.
In the music industry, man, people are lucky to even break even.
Oh, my goodness.
It's hard work. People don't
I haven't made any money since I've been doing this, bro. I haven't made any money. Like, it's going to come a time when I'm going to make money, but I say that to let you understand, like, this is not a fad for me. I realize that I'm a 40-year-old man, so I'm a juggalo.
Right.
I realize that. And I own my house, and I own 2 cars, and I have a family. Like, but that's just the problem. That's exactly the point. Being a juggalo is more than just what you see. Just because you see me with lizard eyes and That's a culture, man. Like, you need to get hip. Like, yes, I'm 40 and I'm a juggalo and I'm a proud juggalo, and I'm trying to make it okay for motherfucking juggalos to be able to be proud and be wherever they work at and represent their people, because that's what I do, because there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the purpose and what that person, how that person pushes it off, you know?
Yeah. All right, man, we're about to run out of time on this. But
okay, I had a great time, man.
I appreciate you coming out to do this, man.
Wicked, this is my homie right here. You know, anytime y'all need to get hip to this guy. This guy a genius. I just want to let the world know he's doing like 20 different things. Y'all better message this guy right here.
Any talent you got, you got to put it out there. You got to do what you can with it. Learn as much as you can about anything you want to do, and go do it. All right, so
can I give a quick shout out?
Yeah, go ahead.
I like to give a quick shout out to my motherfucking whole label, Native World Inc. That's Anybody Killer, Strychnine, you know what I'm saying? Straight Jacket, I'm trying to make it real quick, Bank Low, and Black Hatchet, F Dukes. It's just all of my motherfucking homies. Y'all know who y'all is.
A lot of shit coming out.
We got so much fire for this summer, bro. We about to give y'all so much shit, dog. You about to make me mad, dog. I just can't get it out.
All right, that's Flagrant Music. This is the Underground.
Woo, what up, dog?
We'll see you next time.
Hey.